In Cult of the Lamb, you play as a resurrected lamb. You lead your way through the loyalty of your cult, through challenges, and wield a diverse array of weapons. Now, we already spoke about the weapons and the curses, so what else is there to aid you through this world? Tarot cards. Tarot cards are just like in real life, but instead of lying to you, telling your fate, tarot cards gives the lamb buffs or traits through a run, ranging from pointless to game-changing, or just really nice to have, or just mildly cool. Now, we're going to be dealing with 43 tarot cards, so it's going to be a bit longer than just weapons or curses. So, the way I'm going to do this tier list is, if the cards are similar, I'm just going to group them up together, give them an overall rank, and then rank them all together at once at the end. Hey, if you want to dunk on these fakers, you gotta show them how you roll. Now join me as I unveil the ultimate Cult of the Lamb Tarot Cards tier list, guiding you through the art of playing divine playing cards. We're going to start in order. So, starting us off, we have the hearts 1, 2, and 3. A minor and major remedy. These 3 amigos will give you hearts, with 1 being the weakest, only giving half a heart, 2 giving 1 extra red heart, and 3 giving an extra 2 hearts. The hearts are great tarot cards since they're giving you a health boost, making it so that you're healthy. Though, that's pretty much it and all it does. So if you're stacked to the brim with blue hearts, or you really just don't care about these cards, then they'll basically feel like nothing. But I would say overall, the hearts are C tier. They can be amazing for some runs, and for others, you really wish you gave your hearts to somebody else. Bang! Terrible joke out the way, and I almost made a Kingdom Hearts one. Up next, we have Weeping Moon and All-Seeing Sun. Both of these cards give the lamb a boost during the time of day of each run. As you can guess, the moon gives you a boost at night, and the sun during the day. However, no, there is another difference that you wouldn't know. The Weeping Moon is actually stronger than the sun. I guess since the night ends quicker, they decided to make it better to compensate. But the moon with its 30% boost, and the sun with its 20% boost during the day. Because of how random it is, and how fast time goes for the lamb, I'm gonna rank these 2 in D tier. Since they only work during a certain time of day, it would only really be worth it if you had both of these cards at the same time. But as soon as it turns to a different time of day, these cards are just gonna be dead in your hand. And why would you want that? You could have picked something more permanent. Nature's Boom and Neptune's Curse are kinda different, but my feelings for them are the same. So you two are the same person to me. Whatever, ma. These 2 very simple effects. Boon just gives you an extra resources and a grand total of 1 for each category. The Neptune's Curse just allowing enemies that you kill to have a small chance to drop a fish. Wow, that's awesome. Is the fish made out of gold or something? Anything? Well, here's the thing. These cards are nice to have if you're farming for some resources, but it's a luck of the draw to even get these cards. Straight F tier. I mean, if they were available at the start of a run and it was consistent, it would be worth it, but no. You have a heart, right? Well, here's the Lovers 1 and 2. The Lover grants the lamb an extra blue heart for the Lover number 1, and 2 extra blue hearts for the Lover number 2. Pretty simple card, and great to have. Same as before with the hearts, the Lovers are going to C tier. If you're not in need of any hearts, the Lovers don't really matter, but are great to have. But, now that we have a little bit of free time, please, just show me love, and this video some love, please, please. You can have this card, just take it.
Listen here, Samurai. The key to defeating your enemies lies in your true sight, and the weakness that begs exploitation. Something, wise words.
Oh hey, this is also the first plus modifier. What's a plus modifier? Well, it's basically a modifier that greatly increases the card's effect. Think about it like this. You're in the middle of a long run, and you get a card like True Sight. Instead of getting a normal one, you get a stronger version of it. Now why doesn't the Hearts and the Lovers have something like this, since they basically have 3 of the same cards? I'm not really sure. You have to go on your own journey to find that out. AKA, who knows? Now, onto the card. True Sight gives the lamb a 10% chance of dealing a critical hit, and a 20% if it's a plus version. Now how would I rank this card? Well, it's a random chance to get a hit. However, during your run, you're more than likely to hit a critical hit at some point, since you're a swinging machine. Plus, this means you get to do critical hits without having a merciless weapon. But I mean, merciless weapons work on like a timer instead of just random chance. But you know, I think I'll save that for a discussion for another day. Nevertheless, I rank this boy in A tier, since it's another permanent upgrade with a chance to do a crit. Not guaranteed though, so I not an S. Who would have thought that the Lamb and Claudinite were into astrology? I mean, they do have tarot cards, but you know what else they got? A telescope. Just a telescope. Yeah, that's a card. The telescope just reveals the map. Cool, I guess, but this game doesn't have like a massive map to really want this card. Even then, it's nice to have, but it's far from anything that you would want to get killed for. I was gonna put this in E tier, but it's nice to see Claudinite and the others, so you gotta be in D tier. Hooray!
Such devastation, such violent wrath could not be contained. Therefore, I have the hands of rage.
Son, stop talking like that. You're in 8th grade. Now go back into your weapon until this lamb decides to swing that weapon.
No, Dad, I don't wanna.
Yeah, so the Hands of Rage basically fires a projectile when you swing your weapon on a 10-second cooldown, or 5-second if it's a plus version. It's a little hard to aim that unless you're using it on a mouse, but no. Controller recommended, remember? E tier. The the Burning Dead makes dead enemy bodies explode, damaging others nearby. Now I have a lot of questions for this one, like why did they blow up like confetti? Or why would you want this? I don't think humans were designed to answer these questions. Okay, so yes, it is a nice extra bit of damage, but it has the same problems like Icon Throw. Enemies are just not going to stand in the same place to get hit by this. F tier pick. Pick something else unless you really can't afford to touch somebody. Disease Heart, get an extra Disease Heart. That's it. I'll be all day. B tier. Oh, and if you're wondering, a Disease Heart basically is just another blue heart, but when it breaks, it deals really good damage to every enemy in the room. The Arachnid and Mithrodism got the same spider. Neat. Now we got some fire cards here. Heart of the Cards action. Let's start with the Arachnid. The Venom of Fear knows no cure. It deals poison damage to enemies that you have struck. Now, I know, I was hard on poison in the past, but permanent poison on your weapon is amazing to have. You can pretty much just disregard the poison weapons at this point. S tier. Now for Mithrodism. It makes the lamb immune to all poisons. No ifs, ands, or buts. Straight to S tier. You're telling me you can just ignore a hazard for the rest of the run?
Yes, please.
Divine Strength, Master of the Art, The Path, and Ambrosia. Phew. Gee. 4 back-to-back S tiers. What? Alright, let me explain. Divine Strength increases attack rate. Master of the Art increases overall damage. The Path increases movement speed. And Ambrosia increases curse attack damage. You see, all of these make the lamb a whole lot better during a run. And all of these have a plus version, making them a lot more useful than other cards. Divine Strength increases attack rate by 1.25, 1.5, and 2 times its normal rate. Master of Art increases it by 1.2 or 1.5 times its overall weapon damage. The Path increases movement by 1.25, 1.5, and 2 times. And finally, Ambrosia increases curse damage by 1.25, 1.5, and 2 times. Look, the meaning in these tarot cards is what you make of them. But with these are certified bangers and are must-haves if you're lucky enough to get them. You'll know you'll put everyone in fear, including the burglar that's currently breaking into your house. A harvest cannot start without its host. Same goes for Fervor and a slice of bread. Also, the art for Fervor Harvest looks a little, well, just remember to protect yourself out there. Anyways, Fervor's Harvest makes it so that enemies will drop 2 times more Fervor and 3 times if it's a plus. With Fervor's Host, its effect is amazing. It replenishes your Fervor fully when entering a new combat room. These two are godsends to have, especially when you have a Fervor build or just S tier curses and you want to use them a lot. Or you have that one fleece that lets you heal with Fervor. Unlimited health, it seems. S tier, why would you not have this? You know what? Stop this video. I made this tier list video for you because I love and care about you. My life has never been the same ever since I first gazed my eyes upon you. That day forward changed my life, and I vowed that I was going to be the best I could be for you, and that I would like to marry you. Marry me, please. Please! But I never once thought about the lamb, or I'm just call him Lambert, even has a soul behind those eyes. Soulcatcher. Soulcatcher makes it so that when an enemy is killed, there is a 10% chance, or 20% if it's a plus, to heal the lamb half a heart. Meanwhile, its brother, Gift from Below, does the same thing, but gives a blue heart instead. Look, these cards are killer because you're a killer, and it shows. Even though they have a low chance of happening, the effects are amazing to have, and don't just turn off depending on the day. If you're not really a fan of these two, the lowest I would put these is an A tier. But if you don't get hit, Soul Snatcher isn't that useful. But no matter what, you could never not put Gift from Below anywhere except S tier. Ew, gross. Damn, Shield of Fate, you live like this? Phew, you boy. Well, Shield of Fate allows you to have a 10% or 20%, if it's a plus, of negating damage when hit. On paper, this sounds pretty good to have. Lambert could use some life insurance, not gonna lie there. But what's the one thing you're gonna do on a run? Avoid taking a hit, which pretty much makes this a dead card in your hands, for most of it. Unless you're taking back shots like your name is Dreamy Bull. E tier. Get ready for this! It's the bomb! Oh, and Icon lingered. Yay. Let's start with the bomb. The bomb allows the lamb to drop a bomb whenever you roll on a 10-second or 5-second, if it's a plus, cooldown. Meanwhile, Icon lingered does the same thing, but leaves black icon on the floor. Look, I respect what these two are doing. Half the time you're rolling is near an enemy, so it could be a nice source of extra little damage. Though, I made it clear what I think about the Icon family. So, the bomb is going to be in B tier, and Icon in C tier, since it wouldn't be bad to have them. Next we have Icon Earned, to where it drops black icon when hit. Why would you want this? Like, damn, I just took a hit, so I'm gonna leave this puddle here where I was standing. And I'm also gonna move somewhere else. F tier. Low key, is this card just Lambert crapping his pants or nothing after getting a hit? Like, what? Also, I didn't forget about you, Retributing. You have the same problem, even though you do more damage, you're still as bad. You know, some might call the roads to F tier Blazing Trail? You felt that? That was me slowly taking some of the life out of you with that joke, and I'm getting younger. Huh. Well, anyways, Blazing Trail just makes it so that when you roll into enemies, it deals damage. C tier. Cool to have, though. Imagine if you did a whole run with only this card. That's a whole other level of just masochism at its finest, and I would pay somebody to do it, or myself. I just need to see this at this point. Whoops, I spilled my next 3 cards with Fervor. Oh man. Well, I'll start with one of them. Divine Curse makes it that curses consume 25, 50%, or 75% less Fervor, depending if it's a plus or plus. This card is a plus, and a must-have if you want to be using curses as your main source of damage dealing, since that also means you can just spam Divine Guardian at all times. A tier. Guess who's not dying today? Grandpa, no, take the card! Grandpa, I can't finish this list without you. I don't have the strength from within, like you said. Wait, no. This whole time you were telling me to get the strength from without. Oh my god. Son, please, this is not the time to talk about your video game. Strength within replenishes Fervor slowly over time on a 2.5 or 1.5 if it's plus cooldown timer. Honestly, really good. It can be really helpful if you have that healing fleece. However, strength from without, you receive 5 or 10 if it's a plus Fervor when hit. Yeah, no, not that great. Strength from within is going to be going in A tier since it's a little slow, and strength without is going in D tier. Could be nice, but you really have to get hit for it to work. Fortune's Blessing gives you double health when healing. C tier. Pretty good, all things considered, but your main goal in the game is not to get hit though. If you do get hit a lot though, the B tier is a good place to put in my book. Well, you're deep in the video, aren't you? So you must be near Death's Door. Hi Grim. Death's Door activates when down to half a heart. Then, all enemies will be dealt 2, 3, or 10 damage depending if it's a plus or not. Now this is an interesting card. If you plan on not taking any damage, this card is just dead. If you're using the one hit fleece or just want to play as a glass cannon, this card is amazing. Getting up to 10 extra damage is fantastic. Though, because this card is divided by either being dead in your hand for having high health, or really useful if you're glass cannon, this card will only be going in C tier. Let's seal the deal. The deal starts when you are killed during a run, and you can become resurrected with 1 heart, however, at the cost of one of your followers. Alright, this seems like the most obvious S tier known to me. A card that can resurrect you if you die. A second chance. Who wouldn't? No one, duh. But just remember that you have to sacrifice one of your followers to do it, so make sure that it's no one that you're gonna miss. But yeah, A tier. Since the only way to really use this card is to die. And around here, we don't like dying. Rabbit's Foot. You know, with the amount of luck this one gives, I don't know if I can actually represent the Rabbit's Foot in this list. So, for now, it's going in its own tier. Rabbit's Foot. The Intangible makes it so the environmental traps cause no damage. Need I say anything less? S tier. Being able to be immune to traps is never not gonna be useful. Ooh, new cards. Ref's Will destroys all breakable rocks on touch. Not gonna lie, it's cool to see, but what's the use? Are you a flying type Pokemon? Scared of rocks? D tier. You know, be perfectly honest, after reading all these cards, I feel like I've reached my godly moment. Godly Moments gives the lambs his birthright of the beginning of each room, with a brief moment of invincibility. I don't mean like a second or two, I mean just like a couple seconds. You know how many times I run into a room and just walk into an enemy or trap, messed myself up? A bit. But bro, you can go ham on everyone without thinking about the consequences for the whole run. Just for every start of a fight, swinging, slapping everybody in the room, S tier. Here's a personal favorite of mine, Kin of Turna. Kin of Turna, when you get hit, it spawns a tentacle from the ground and damage enemies nearby on contact. Of course, it does mean that you have to take a hit for it to be used, but I found out that you could use it to DPS a lot, especially if the boss doesn't move from where you got hit. Oof, damage for days. Still, even though I love this card, and I would have loved to put in S tier, in my opinion, to be fair, you do have to get a hit for it to work, and because of that, D tier you go. I'm sorry, my love. The Collector is up to bat. Cool art and name, but its effect, it just gives you a higher chance of relic spawning. To be fair though, sometimes finding relics is pretty hard. Usually you just get one, and that's pretty much it. However, with this, it is nice to get auto relics, though if you already have a really good one, this card won't be that useful. E tier. It's not that hard, nor rare to find some relics. Also, don't worry, sooner or later, I'll be talking about the relics. And finally, we get to our last card, Consecrated Oil. Consecrated Oil makes it so that relics charge 1.25 or 1.5 times faster than normal. For some of the slower charging relics, which tend to be pretty good, this card could be a godsend. Though, a problem that you might have is that you need to have a relic for this to work, and some relics are one-time used. So, your luck with the relics also matters to how useful this card is going to be up to you for that run. So, with that in mind, I'm going to have to place this in D tier, because it's just a little too random to really care about it for most of the time. Whew, my goodness, that was 43 tarot cards. Now that you have a better picture of all the cards, we're going to go tier by tier and show you where all the cards ended up. You ready? Let's go! In Rabbit Foot, we have Rabbit Foot. F tier, we have Nature's Boon, Neptune's Curse, The Burning Dead, Icon Urn, Retribution.
What the dog doing?
E tier, we have Hands of Rage, Shield of Faith, The Collector. D tier, we have Telescope, Weeping Moon, All-Seeing Sun, Strength from Without, Raph's Will, Kin of Turna, Consecrated Oil. C tier, we have The Hearts 1, 2, and 3, The Lovers 1, 2, Icon Lingered, Blazing Trail, Fortune Blessing, Death's Door. B tier, we have Discreet Hearts, The Bomb. A tier, we have Strength from Within, True Sight, Soul Snatcher, Divine Curse, The Deal. S tier, we have The Arachnid, Mephitism, Divine Strength, Master of the Art, The Path, Ambrosia, Fervor's Harvest, Fervor's Hope, Gifts from Below, The Entanglable, and Godly Moment. Well now, that's everything. Every tarot card, their effects, and ranked on the tier list. That was a lot more cards than I remember pulling. Just goes to show how many fates you can pull during the run. Anyways, that's my list for the tarot cards. I hope you enjoyed my list, and if you think a card should be somewhere else, or if you think I should actually rank the Rabbit's Foot, let me know in the comments. And remember to join the cult, and until next time, this is Saucebreaker, out the jar.